Okay, so we should be in the same screen sharing. So, what is high speed photography? High speed sync photography, HSS, is going to be an acronym you might see on your flash units. It allows you to sync the light from a flash when using a shutter speed that is faster than your camera's native sync. Most DLRs, as we just discussed, are going to have a shutter speed sync for your flash around 250, 200, or 125. So, how does it work? And why do I even want to use something like this, right? What it can really help you do is fill in um, with fill flash when you're balancing daylight with flash and allow you to use a shallow depth of field. So if you notice in an image such as this, let me let it load so it jumps to if it's going to. Hmm, Nope, I don't like the one I picked. Well, here you go. He has a neutral density. I don't want to add that level of. Okay. This is a pretty good example. He's using fill flash. He's shooting a portrait in the daylight and he has shallow depth of field. We all know that shallow depth of field really enhances a portrait. So, using fill flash on a model can also be really flattering. It gets rid of any unsightly shadows you might be getting on an overcast day. You're probably not going to be getting shadows, but you might be struggling with some underexposure on your model um, and some overexposure on the sky. So the fill flash allows you to fill in, even that light out. We always talk about how direct flash is unflattering and flat. We just talked about this, right? But sometimes in fashion, it's used on purpose because that flat light gets rid of wrinkles, shadows, and things like that. So it can really make the subject pop from the background. But here, an issue with shooting outdoors on an overcast day is that your shutter speed can be low enough to cause camera shake. By bumping up the ISO, you can get a faster shutter speed, keeping you safe from blur. So he's talking about how there's not enough light to even have your shutter at a speed that you can hand hold without getting motion blur, which is another issue that can arise on an overcast day. Using high speed sync lets the flash do the work. So here, what he's done is he's been able to shoot at f4, ISO 800, but he's got his shutter at 1/1000. So your cameras, if they have, if your flash has the high speed sync mode, not all of your flash has it. You just simply keep it on TTL, but set it into high sync speed mode, and you should be able to shoot at your faster shutter speeds. And the flash basically now exposes in these really fast bursts that are different from the other flash settings that you've been using, that you won't have to worry about seeing those black lines we talked about. So it's a different camera setting. It's something special that not everybody may have. So if your flash has it, you will have to read your manual to see exactly how to use it. But that's one of the things it allows you to do. Fill in outdoors, usually at higher shutter speeds, so that you can have shallow depth of field and f stops, um, shutters that allow you to hand hold so that you're not at slower speeds. So I hope you found that helpful. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you. Bye.